Hello, today's top tips from the HR practice are around investigations and disciplinary hearings. So, in terms of the investigation, this is the informal part of the process, but it's really important that you can evidence a fair and a thorough process. The purpose of it is to establish the facts as far as you reasonably can. Make sure that you interview everyone that has information that may help you establish the facts, whether one person's version of events is more likely to have happened than another, and prepare your questions before the interview. Be prepared though during the interview to ask any additional questions dependent on what the person you're interviewing has to say. After you've completed your investigation, complete an investigatory report which details how you conducted the interview, who you interviewed, and any documentation that you referred to. The investigatory report makes recommendations on what the next steps are, whether it's to be addressed via informal action like training or counselling, or whether a formal disciplinary hearing needs to be convened. The investigating officer is charged with establishing the facts and not making any recommendations in terms of any sanctions. That's for the disciplining officer to determine. So if the decision is to proceed to disciplinary action, then you should write to the employee clearly setting out what the allegations are so that they can prepare to respond to those. Make sure that you give them all of the documentation that's going to be referred to at the disciplinary hearing, as well as the right to be accompanied at the disciplinary hearing. In terms of your outcome of the disciplinary hearing, make sure that you've considered all of the information presented, including anything that the employee presented, any mitigating circumstances, and you reach your judgment on balance of probability, what you can uphold. In terms of the don'ts in relation to your investigation, don't decide not to interview anyone who could add anything to your investigation. Also, don't ask leading questions or put words into any witnesses' mouths. And it's really important not to be interrogative because the investigating officer is trying to establish facts. And please don't make any judgments in the sanctions. That's for the disciplining officer to make. In terms of the disciplinary hearing itself, really important that disciplining officers don't preempt the outcome before they go into the hearing, and that they do have an open mind, that they consider all of the facts that were presented as part of the investigation, but also anything mitigating circumstances and all the evidence that the employee presents on the day. Confirm the outcome to the employee in writing and give them the right to appeal the decision if they don't believe the decision reached is the right one. If you want any further information on investigations or disciplinary hearings, please drop us a note, drop us an email. The contact details will be in the post. Thank you so much. Bye.